Alright, in this screencast I'm going to talk about fonts, web-safe fonts, and web fonts. And the first one we're going to talk about is web-safe fonts. Here I've listed a bunch of web-safe fonts examples. It's good to use these because they're reliable. These will be found in most any program. They're like the common ones that you can count on. They have a faster loading time when we put them on a web page. They can be there faster, and they also have a high quality. Um, the disadvantage is that there's a poor selection. They kind of look the same. There's a few in there that are a little bit different, but there's not a huge selection. So depending on what you're doing, it's harder to find what you're looking for. Um, so I just took away Courier, Comic, and Impact. And so if we look at these are all pretty much the same. A little boring, but if we go back and look at these three, this one is more for comics for kids. This is dark and heavy, and the Courier looks kind of like a newspaper type or a book type. And so those types, you can tell they have specific purposes. But take those away and the rest are pretty much the same. And now I want to talk about the web fonts. Web fonts, the good thing about them is that there's a good selection. These are just 5 different fonts that I found online, um, and there were plenty more. But that's nice, they're different and kind of exciting. The cons, they take a longer loading time. So I would definitely use these sparingly as you use them because the more that you use, the longer your page is going to take to load, and it will look kind of funny until everything comes in. There's also an inconsistent quality. You can't necessarily count on good quality every time. And they also normally cost money. Um, Back to the inconsistent quality, sometimes letter forms will be different, and then they will cost money, most of them. So it kind of depends on what you're looking for. But that's just a little bit. The web fonts, what you can do is you find them online, and then you'll link it to your page, so you don't actually have the font, but you can use it for your web page. Or there's some which I'll show you that you can download for free and use it for your own personal things that you're doing on your computer. So if we look on here, here I've got this web page. Here we go. So this is Font Squirrel, and Font Squirrel um, is a site where you can download different fonts. It's a good one. There's lots of different fonts. You need to make sure that it's got this blue circle here, because without the blue circle you can't link it to your page. So um, let's say you really like this one. Well, you can't use it because you can't link it to your page. Also, if you were to Google search fonts, Google Fonts, you'll come up here with Google Web Fonts. And this is where I got all my, the ones that I just showed you. And what you will do is it will say over here, add to collection, and for everyone, whichever one you want. And then you're going to click on download your collection. No, I don't have anything in mind. But if I did, there would be another box that said you can download it as a zip drive, and you would click on that. And once you download it, you'll have to install it, and you can just Google search how to install fonts. I have a Mac, and so when I Google searched, I Google searched download text for Mac OS operating specs. So it just depends on what you have. I hope that was helpful, and good luck with your fonts.